Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Chinwag number. I can't remember the number. 227, 228, something along those lines, and I think it's 227. I'm not sure, but welcome to the chat. As you can see, it's just me. Beck is actually, I believe, already in bed. I think she just went up to bed. She was at work today. I think she started to feel a bit rough. I think she's got like an ear infection or something. And she started to feel pretty rough, and she just wasn't going to be able to do the live stream. So I thought I'd pop on for a little bit, say hello, catch up with you guys a little bit as much as I can, and then yes, at least there's some content happening on this channel, so that at least you get a little bit of something, a little bit of an update. If you've got any questions on I don't know, stuff, whatever, I don't know, you can ask. So hello to everyone that has been kind enough to pop in. We have got Peter Ray's Adventures. Thank you for popping in, Peter. Appreciate it. Thank you for popping in, Leanne, as well. Thank you for popping in. The Veranda Files, Chris Thrift Beast as well. Thank you for popping in. Appreciate it. BCP has also just joined us. Hi Z and no Bex and everyone. Yeah, Beck just wasn't feeling up for it. Like I said, bad kind of ear infection type situation. So she just wasn't she wasn't able to, and she's eaten, and I think she's gone straight to bed. So kind of ready for tomorrow, Saturday. You're going to be stuck with me. We'll do the usual. We'll go through the week, show you what's what's like going on with stuff in general. The usual stuff for those of you that pop in regularly. Lex Bad Biscuit says no Bex, I want a refund. Yeah, sorry about that, Lex. No Beck tonight. She's not, like I said, ear infection type thing. I think that's what it is. She said her ear's hurting and she's not feeling well. Yeah, so I think that's how it goes. I think that's the situation. But that's why she's gone straight to bed. She actually it's kind of a shame, really, because it would have been cool for her to have been there, because she today, she did like the morning shift, and I have the morning off, and she actually did like this amazing display. Like, I was really impressed. Like, she kind of, we needed to re-merch the center gondola that we have, because we've had a bunch of stock come in, and if you don't keep on top of it, things can kind of become a bit messy or a bit cluttered. And she did an amazing job, like, sorting it all out, and it would have been cool to show some photos or something of it. But she did an amazing job, and I was really, really thrilled when I went in and saw it. The shop looks excellent. The shop looks excellent because we've had a bunch of new stock come in. We've had a whole bunch of DC figures and Nightmare Before Christmas figures, loads of different stuff, really. And just to have it displayed as best as we can, it was really nice of Beck to she just did an amazing job. And then, like I said, unfortunately, she started feeling rough. And I tell you what, guys, even when she started feeling rough, she still made me a bagel, toasted bagel with cheese and pepperoni. I mean, what can I say? Like, what can I say to that? I mean, she wasn't well. She still made me a bagel. I didn't force her to make me the bagel. I wasn't like, Beck, I know you're not feeling well, make me a bagel. Although I did say, oh yeah, I didn't say no, and I did kind of say I wanted a bagel. So I can't. I don't know. It was something happened, and the good news is I ended up with a toasted bagel, even though she wasn't feeling well. So bless her. But anyway, she's chilling now, so we're all good. We're all good. If you let her know she was missed, I will do, Lisa. Ear infection, she had an earful. Hi, Stu Mandry, thank you for popping in. Hi, and hi to Michelle Lathan. 6K, that gone up, well done. Yeah, we've got 6,000 subscribers, Dave. It went to, I think we reached that milestone quite a while ago, but we just, you know what, YouTube is not an easy thing to do, guys. It really isn't, and sometimes it's just very, very difficult to kind of consistently do it. I mean, the people that manage to long-term consistently put out videos, it's something I aspire to. I've had patches in the past where I've been regularly putting out videos, but it's not easy, guys. It really is not. So if anyone puts out regular content, for example, Lex in the chat with her regular vlogs, that takes a lot of, I mean, I know she's going to just like in a blase way, just put it off and say, oh, I don't even care or whatever. It takes work. I don't care what she says. It takes work. If she says anything else, she's lying to you. It takes work. Even if you don't edit, even if you're not editing anything, just the thought of just recording every day, it takes work. So credit to anyone that does it, and credit to you as well, Lex. And I just picked on you because I saw your name in the chat there, and it suited what we were talking about. Jilly Button living her life her way. Thank you for popping in. Bad Wolf as well. Thank you for popping in. Tap Peddler as well. BCP is still trying to get to reach 500 subs again. And so yeah, it really is hard work, honest. It is, just recording it is hard work. But anyway, let's talk about the week. Overall, let me just have a look at the old eBizzle, shall we? Let me just take a gander at what we're dealing with. I'm not 100%. I know eBay has been okay, but not as good as we'd like it to be. Yeah, it's not been the bestest. It's been okay. I'll give you a quick flash. So there's what we're dealing with on eBay at the moment. It's today we're on $8.99. So bear that in mind. It's been consistent. But then, you have the odd bits of inconsistency. Most of the month has been inconsistent. But if you look at, for example, July, that day, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this is going to be the 9th. 9 days, not so good. 21 days, good. So I think that would be fair. I think that's like a fair kind of, 9, call it 10 days maybe or something like that. I don't know, not so good days. The other days were good. So overall, 7 days were okay. We're happy with that. But we're always striving to kind of improve. And I think that this kind of, I think it's been difficult to juggle all the plates. I think it's been difficult to juggle all the plates this week. For a number of reasons. I think just, like the weekend car boots are very tiring. It's very, very tiring. I'm not like kind of getting my small fiddle or whatever out, was it small violin out to, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it's very tiring and it has an impact, during the week and everything. You're waking up every day early. So it's some weeks it can be a bit more difficult to, it can just be difficult to balance everything and do the amount of work. So there's been days this week where we've worked really hard and like we've done stuff that's important, but I've still come away feeling not great because we haven't done things such as list on eBay. Like, we may have listed on the website, we may have merchandised in the store, we may have done like loads of stuff, but if we haven't then listed like, or we've even listed on eBay, but for example we might have listed pop culture stuff which is low margin, we might have listed stuff that we sell in the shop on eBay, but we maybe didn't list as much used stuff, like with the high margin stuff or any used stuff, and that can be frustrating. So you can come away feeling like you've worked very hard, you've done a good day's work, but you've always got to make sure that did you do the thing that's going to bring you money? Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter that you've done, like, you can be really busy and work really hard. So for example, you might spend a day preparing stock, for example. I've done that a lot as well, especially when you buy electronics. You have to sometimes sit down, get a bunch of electronics out, test it all, and that's great. But if you haven't actually haven't done the key part of listing stuff onto eBay, kind of you won't feel good, and that's happened a couple of times. So we're happy with the sales, but I think they could have been better had we gotten some higher value stuff listed. When we get back into the chat, 'cause I'm just trying to catch up. Andrew makes a mean cup of coffee, says Tap Peddler. It sounds hard work on top of your work too, says Jilly. It is hard work, Jilly. It is. Peter Ray says it is Jelly. Just edited a vlog. It took a while. Will be up later. And Nick has popped in as well. Thank you for popping in, Nick. Peter, I can only imagine the time you spend on all your vlogs, but they are appreciated, says Lisa. There you go. Now she's not in the room. How are you both getting on hanging around each other 24/7, says Dave. I think we've been quite honest about that with each other, Dave. We do come home and then we'll like do our own thing. Like we will do our own thing. We don't. No, we do give each other space. I'm very kind of. I want my space. Like I do want my space, and Beck as well. You know, like we both want our own space. It's only natural. So when we come home, we do kind of give each other space. But we're working really well together. Touchwood, we've not had any kind of like issues. I think in the beginning we were a bit tetchy, or maybe sometimes when you get really tired and stuff, you can get a bit grouchy with one another. But overall, we've been actually really, really good, and I think it's because we give each other space in the evenings. But also, this is the other thing. We are actually making use of our time off. So, going out, spending time out, like doing like date night kind of thing, going to restaurants. Like we had a really lovely night out this week, which was awesome. We kind of shoehorned it into the week. There wasn't really space for it, but we kind of just shoehorned it into the week. Made sure we had a lovely night out. So it was brilliant. It was brilliant actually. It was brilliant, and it was just what the doctor ordered, as it were. It was really nice, relaxing. We had a great meal. So yeah, we're kind of making sure we have that kind of good quality time. Do you need a tiny violin? I've got one, says Kirsten. Yeah, I think I saw that on TikTok. And what else are people saying? Question from Nick: would you consider dressing up as a Spice Girl for charity along with 4 other blokes? Oh, for charity? Oh god. See, my initial response to that, Nick, is I would, because it's for charity. Oh, but I'd have to think about it. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one because my initial response is to say yes because it's for charity. I love doing things, silly things especially. But yeah, I don't know. One slot left to fill. Oh gosh, I'm hoping you'll find someone else. I'm hoping you'll find someone else. But if like worse comes to worse, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Hi, Flying Solo, says Susie. No need to repeat. I'll look back. Yes. Thank you for popping in, Susie. This is serious reselling chat. No place for your sordid fancies, says Stu. Okay. So Barry says you can see Zia's baby Spice. Okay. Nick said he had a spare Spice Girl slot to fill. He did, and it is for charity. It's for charity. Yeah, I can't be sporty, says Dave. Oh God, I don't know. It just sounds like it would be really funny. Right, let's get back on topic. So yeah, sales. I'll share with you some stuff that has sold, and I'll give you a little update on what we have been doing in the shop, and then we'll call it. Yeah, we'll call it. No pressure, but expect a call, says Bad Wolf. I don't know what you guys are kind of. I need to really be more on top of stuff. Right, let's share some sales, shall we? Let's share some sales. Let's calm this down a little bit. Let me just sort myself out here. Right, I am going to share with you guys some items that sold. Yay, some eBay sold. Hold on, let me have a sip of. Right, here we go. Now, the first thing I want to share with you, question is what Spice Girls do you prefer? Oh god. Alright. If we're talking Spice Girls, when Spice Girls came out, for me, it was all about Posh Spice, okay? I know she's not everyone's favourite. She was my favourite, okay? I've always liked legs, and she had the legs, the heels, everything, just spot on. I like Posh Spice. That's my favourite Spice Girl. Doesn't mean I would want to dress up as her, okay? That is, that's a different thing, right? That's a completely different thing. Like, I suppose, I don't know, what Spice Girl would I want to dress up as? I don't know. I honestly don't know. None of them, probably. That's my honest answer. I don't think I'd want to. Or would I? I don't know. Anyway, question. Have you been able to get the hobo evicted from the shop? Um, and yes, Shazad. Yes, I have. We're making an effort, or I'm making an effort to look less hobo. But we'll go. We'll go. Right. Let's talk about product sales. Let's talk about some product sales. The first thing I'm going to share with you, not what sold this week. I don't know what sold this week. First thing that I'm going to share with you was an Elgato Game Capture HD capture card. This came from a rummage bin at why do I even try to do serious kind of? I'm not even serious, but like I'm just sharing with some pickups, stuff that sold. I found this in a rummage box. Okay, I found this in a rummage box at a car boot. Always worth going through boxes of, like wires and electricals, especially from like like house clearance people. This was in a rummage box, and I paid like £1 or £2. Yes, this is the attempt to look less hobo, Shazad. This is as good as it can get. Kirsten, Beck is in bed right now. She's had ear infection or something. She's not feeling well, so she started off well today, and then she got less well. So she's hoping to get a good night's sleep. I'll probably be going to bed soon as well, so because I've got to wake up for the car boot. But that's what happened. Hey, Steve, how are you? All right, let's get back to let's make the chat more kind of reselly. Come on, let's try it. Let's just try it once. Come on, placate me, people. Placate me. Make me feel like this channel is a serious source of of content. So yes, guys, I went through a rummage box. How many times have I said this as well? I went through a rummage box at the car boot and found this for about £2. It is a Elgato Game Capture HD. This is what people use to capture their video game consoles onto their computer so they can stream their games on Twitch or YouTube or wherever. So imagine you want to stream your Xbox or your PlayStation. You connect it to one of these devices. This device connects to your computer, and then you can stream. It captures your video and audio from your thingy-majiggy from your console, and it sends it to the computer. And basically it sold it for 40 quid. Didn't sell it for 50, sold it for 40. If you're gonna get serious, I'll put Poirot on. Love a rummage. Grass. I did share like the graph of sales on eBay. You must have missed it, Lex. You must not have been paying attention. What kind of box did you go through? It was like a little crate on the floor. The good thing with these is sometimes people will think these are faulty. Now, here's some good information. This is a good information. Sometimes people use any old random USB cable, like mini USB cable, and it won't work. You need to have a mini USB cable that has all the pins in place so it works. So it's definitely worth trying a different USB cable if you find that you've tried one and it doesn't work. But I sold it for 40 quid. Question from Ryan. Oh my god, Ryan. Hello, Ryan. I see Bex had photographed this in the shop with a mask on. Why are you not photographing items anymore? Have you retired? Is that Beck? No, that's me. Is it me? That's me. That's me photographing it. Oh, I know you can do better. I've seen a picture of the young Zahir. Yeah, yeah, but the difference is that that's young Zahir. Like I'm old now. You know, the sort of I don't think I can ever reach those heights. You know, the next the next item. There's no more graphs. Okay, you missed the graphs, Lex. That's it. The next item. I saw this Nikon camera. I'll be very surprised if this sale sticks. Sold it for £70 Nikon camera. It's going to Chile. They paid £25 shipping, I think it was, on top of it. I've sent it tracked. All I can do, and that all I can do is that's it really. I can't really do anything else. That's it. Sent, hoping it'll get there, and that's it. Next item, a pure Tempest radio. I think I paid a couple of quid for it. Sold it for £32.99. I'm going to go through these quickly because this is boring me as well, if I'm honest. Then the next item, this I paid 10... It's not Beck. It's not Beck. I swear that's me. That's me. It's my phone. That's me. That's not Beck. I'm wearing a grey shirt. And that's at the till. It's me. 100% that's me. Like that, you know, how I'm, it's me anyway. That is 100% me. You can't judge by the distortion. Alright, right. And this wasn't the best pickup. I paid £10 for this mechanical robot with a sparking chest. He had a broken arm, unfortunately, so that massively devalues them. In the end, I paid a tenner. I took an offer, or no, I sent out an offer of £25, and it sold, or someone made an offer of £25, and it's actually going to an American toy shop, and it was £25 plus £25 shipping they paid. So they were obviously keen on it. So they paid £50. It didn't cost me £25 to ship this because it was smaller, but so it made a little bit of profit on the postage. But it is going to America. But it's a shame the arm was broken because otherwise it was actually brilliant. Next item, Olympus Mewtwo Zoom. Worth picking up the Mews as you kind of like know. Even the Zoom versions are worth money. I think this cost me a couple of quid, not more than, I don't know, I can't remember. I must have shared it when I picked it up, but no, I think it was a couple of quid. Yeah, I think it was £2 actually from the car boot. It's not in the best of condition, a few scuffs, marks, etc. But it's still sold. In the end, I sold it. I sent an offer out of 80, and someone bought it for 80 off me. So from £2 to 80, very happy with that. Another car boot pickup was just zipping through these because going through these is not. This is a Thrustmaster flight stick. Paid £5 at the car boot, and it sold very quickly for 29 plus £7.99 shipping. The reason why the shipping's high is because of the size of it. That's how it goes basically. Moving on, another camera. This is an Olympus OM10. Some of these cameras are from a haul I shared with you guys a while ago. We're just getting around to listing it all, and that sold for 80 quid plus shipping. That was really good. And finally, this is actually one of my favourite sales. I bought this for £1, I think, from the car boot. £1 or £1.50 tops. And this is an inline remote for a Sony Walkman. This thing I sold for 50 quid. Absolute amazing. So RM MC11EL. I did test it. I actually had a mini display to test this with, and it was working. There you can see I actually showed it working as well because I hooked it up to the mini display I had. Showed it working, and it's gone for 50 quid. Absolutely amazing. That is definitely worth keeping an eye out on. If you find a mini displayer which has one and the mini display doesn't work, maybe worth trying to flog that on its own to get the 50 quid. So there's some sales I want to show you. That's it done. Let's go back into the chat. Hello Jason, the reselling gamer. Nick says, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Zahir doesn't work, so how can it be him? It was me. Steve, it was me. I did get through the what sold. Hi Kathy, how are you? And Ryan, you're wrong. It was 100% me. So yes. What else are people saying? Show us the RC sales, I missed them. Oh, I've not got any RC sales, but I've gotten the best RC. I need to show you this. I need to show you some. Like, I picked this up at the weekend. It did cost me £35, but this is a mint shell for and a mint RC. It's a Tamiya Escort RS, absolute. But I'm keeping it. I'm just gonna keep it. And also, I've gotten a lot of cool RCs recently, but I'm just keeping them. I'm finding that when I'm buying RCs, like I'm just keeping. Hold on, I want to show you another one. I want to show you just one more, right? Hold on. Bear with me 1 second. Right, I'm here. Right, okay. Now this I bought. I mean, I think I've shared this with you guys ages ago. This I got a few weeks ago from the car boot. I paid. It was ridiculous. It was the one where I paid a tenner, and I'm keeping it now. I'm keeping it. I've decided. I was all stressed out because I was gonna have to sell it and stuff. I'm like, I got this for a tenner. I can't get this for a tenner. This is a 1983 RC. 1983. Okay, this is the Audi Quattro. I mean, this thing is a beast, man. I mean, look at that. Look at that diff action. I mean, just look at it. Look at the build quality of it. The thing is solid. This thing is beautiful. I mean, look, the decals on it are still good. The shell is good. Missing a few vents there. Nothing major. Let me tell you something. I listed this on eBay this week for £500, and I very quickly got 9 watches for £500 with best offer. Because 500 I know is too much. It's probably worth about the 300 to 400 mark, somewhere like that. And I listed it for 500. I got 9 watches, had best offer on, and then I took it down. I was like, oh, I paid a 10. It doesn't even owe me 10 because I sold the rest of the bunch. I bought a bunch of stuff for it. It was like 3 RC cars for a tenner. I sold one. I've made insane profit already on the rest of it. Why am I not keeping this? You know, like, if I sell it, what's gonna happen? You know, I'll get some money and that'll be it, and then I won't. I mean, when am I ever gonna be able to get this? I mean, this is better than my real car. You know, this is. Oh, sorry, you guys asked for RC. This is what happens when you start talking to me about RC. I love RC stuff. I just love it. Just beautiful. Do you want to see it? Let me show you. Let me just show you. Quick wide. Should have some hold music playing. A waiting stream. What's this? Nick Max, that's right. That TV is as old as it. Oh, diff makes me moist. Oh, do you want to see? Should I take the top off? Do you want me to take the top off? Let me show you underneath the hood. Let me take the body off. Right. So you have to pull this out very carefully. Okay. And then there's like a little kind of hinge thing there. You have to slide it. Oh, very carefully because these are brittle bodies. You know. Okay. And then look, the guy had to look at just there's the motor. You can see the motor there. Okay, there's the motor there. But look at the thickness of that drive shaft. Look at that. That's a fat shaft, isn't it? Look at that. I mean, I know you guys are going to make innuendos anyway, but look at the side. It's a chunky boy, that is, isn't it? I mean, look at that. Just beautiful. Look at that diff action. And you can imagine all the gears in there. You know, all the gears doing their thing, differential gears. This, you know, it's got like old school suspension. Look at this. Oh, it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful, isn't it? I mean, this is amazing. I just look at this and I'm like, what? I was gonna sell this? Am I bonkers? Oh man alive. Can you crank this up very slowly? Okay, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Do you want to see it turning slowly? Look. Oh, that's not even turn. It's not turning because it's like, yeah, because it's only rear wheel drive, you know. But hold on. Let me just finger it. Oh, okay. See that would turn if like I had the wheels on the deck, you know. This is just, I mean, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's beautiful, and it gets even. So this is like worth like 400 odd, but I mean, you know, Beck, by the way, let me keep this. Beck let me keep. It's worth 400 quid. I put it on for 500 and I just took it off. I was like, does it go like 0 to 40 real quick? No, it doesn't actually. It doesn't actually. Yeah, I've got another one here. Look at this one. Okay. Look at this. Look at this one. I'm working on this one. This is a retro one. This one isn't worth a lot, but this one's got sentimental value to me. I bought this from a car boot for £20, and like it was the guy that had run it on the beach in the sand, and I mean this. It's just a beautiful chassis, isn't it? I mean, it's got very few. It's it's got a few marks. You know, like a few marks on the chassis. Not a big deal, but it's just a beautiful chassis. The design of it is really good, and I've been putting it together. I had to free the engine up. So the engine, this had seized, right? So like the engine had seized up, like the because they'd run it in sand and then just left it. The piston, the piston and the sleeve, the piston had gotten stuck in the sleeve. So I had to kind of free that up. I used like different kind of liquids and stuff just to do that, and then now it's got that compression. See that? See that compression? So it's got really nice, it's solid compression now. So this is this is this is a work in progress. So that's gonna happen. All right. Let's see what questions people have. Anybody got a cigarette? Get a roomsy. I'm glad Bex is not here, as this would not happen if she was sat next to you. Yeah, it wouldn't happen. But this is what happens. Like I've got one more to show you. I've sold it in a heartbeat, says Nick. Dan the man. Hey Dan. Question: you seem to know a lot about RC. Were you into RC before you bought the huge job lot? Have you always been into RC? I was. My dad used to do RC stuff back in the day, but I never really got to kind of be part of it because it was it was an expensive hobby back then, and I think it was something he used to do. And I didn't show much interest, but I guess it must have seeped in. So I always had like an interest in it, but I never really acted on it. Like I didn't really go. I don't think I had an RC like for ages. But then we got that huge job, like what is it, in 2016, 2017 or something like that, and then that just blew my mind. I've got one more to show you, which is a scorcher, guys. One more, and I'll stop. Question: can you stop now, please? Says Lex. Be careful what you wish for. Pandora's box is now open. Okay, he took it too far with the fingering. Zero is opening his OnlyFans next week. Channel name Chunky Piles. God. Has it got a built-in battery? No. Can you put a sparkly bit on that RC? Probably Frankie's finds. What have I come back to? Sand does wear the wheels away. It's got a few marks on the chassis. Again, he's talking about himself, the car. Flashy tyres. Zero love stories. Alright, let me just... Yeah, you don't want to get sand in the sleeve. It was an expensive hobby. I mean, yeah, like, it can be expensive. It can be expensive. But this... Let me show you what I got just this weekend, right? As well as this, which by the way is a really good one. It's a S. Cosworth. I also got this. Now, this is really, really cool. I got this for £45 at the car boot. And this is one of those kit builds, where you build from a magazine. Someone had bought all the magazines, all the parts, built this thing, and has never run it. So this is just mint. This is like immaculate. This is vintage. Nitro cars nowadays, like this engine has not even been run in. I mean, there's the tuned pipe. It's beautiful. So this is a fully working car. And look, the body, his body hasn't even been painted. So he's cut the body out, but he's not even painted the body. So this guy must have spent a fortune. The magazines were like £6 an issue. There were at least 70 issues. So he's built it, and then that's it. And I got it for 45 quid. I mean, this is a 4-wheel drive, and this is a Kyosho. This is a Kyosho brand car. I mean, just beautiful. And this, I don't know. I need to stop. This is difficult for me, okay? Like, I've been doing pretty well at the car boots, right? I've been doing pretty well. And I'm also coming across RC. When I'm buying it, I'm thinking, wow, I'm going to make profit on this. But then when I have it, I can't sell it. So now I either need to not buy any RC, but that's really difficult to do. That's really difficult to do. I don't think I can just stop buying it when the prices are so good. I don't know what to do. Yeah, it's got the controller and everything, Ryan. The controller, and I've got all the books as well. He's got like 4 binders of magazines. How many cars we got in the collection now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. I think I've got 10 RC cars at the moment. I've got 10 RC cars at the moment. That's, I suppose, do you need 10? I don't know. Some people have way more, right? So let's put it into context. Some people have like walls of cars. I've got 10. Buy 10, sell 1, keep 9. Yeah, maybe I could sell 1, and that might make me feel better. But I've sold some recently. I have sold some. But I don't know what to do. I can't keep 1. So I can't keep 1. Like, oh man, no, I can't. The way I see it is I'm buying enough good quality stuff. Like all right, I just listed a Daewoo DVD VCR combi. I only paid £20 for that. That's up for like 160. Beck knows about all of them. Just keep them and enjoy them for a while. Then start doing a 1 in, 1 out system. I think I need to do a 1 in, 1 out system. I think that makes sense. But I just can't get rid of them. I can't do it. But like, the way I justify it is I'm buying enough other good stuff, and like how I wouldn't be able to get these. I mean, these are some of these that I've shown you. Like are quite valuable. I mean, again, look, one second. Like on one of the cars, the white colour car I showed you? This alone is about 30 quid. This is the driver's heads, and that's the driver's like cabinet inside. That alone is 30. I mean, there's so much value here, but I just can't. Handbags. You're the same with handbags. Yeah, that's fair enough. Building from a magazine probably costs more than... Yeah. Building from a magazine is a very expensive way to build an RC car battery. Yeah, very true. So Jilly's like that with handbags. How many do you actually use? See, that's the problem. I don't use that many, Shazad, if I'm honest. I don't use that many. Too sensible this chat. Keep the lot. What other hobbies do you have? 0 lol. Exactly. Keep buying and trade up to a couple of Grail RCs with a profit. Well, this is a Grail. And it owes me nothing. This is a Grail. If you can afford to have £1,000 worth of RC sat around there, no problem. If you need the money, they go. That's it. Yeah. I think yeah. If I need to get the money, then yeah. But that is a Grail. That's like on its own. Like, yeah. I don't even want to put this on its tires in case it gets flat spots on the tires. This is like Grail, definite. Oh gosh, yeah. I mean, the other thing is, yeah, I can't use them all. You're right. So I have to think about it. This chat has gotten very derailed. I can't help but feel if Beck was here, we wouldn't be doing this. You don't see me doing that with Disney, no says Kathy. Are you a collector or reseller? There can't be any emotions in business. Yeah. Um, that's true. You know, that is true. Sell enough of them to cover the cost of the ones you keep. Yeah, I mean, I feel like yeah, yeah, I've got to do something. Keep buying the fab stuff. Keep until you're ready to sell. It's your pension. I buy every day. Don't stop buying. If you can afford it, the money in the bank. That's just it, Vivian. I think like I'm buying. I'm not going to stop buying. Buying is the lifeblood at the moment. Um, Actually, talking of this is something. Um, Now we've started to do like used stuff on in our shop as well. So I'm buying that as well. You know, I'm buying like retro stuff, and I think that's gonna be good. So yeah, I think it makes sense to kind of just keep, as long as you're buying good stuff. And I am selling stuff, guys. You know, I'm selling stuff. I'm like not keeping everything. Right now, the RC has come home. As you can see, I bought it home. I couldn't sell it. Like, I literally, like, I think what it was, listing this, listing this actually didn't sit right with me. Like, it made me upset. It was like, I was like, what am I going to do with thought, what am I going to do with the 500 quid? Do you know what I mean? I'll make 500 quid. It's not hard. I'll make 500 quid selling other stuff. I don't need to sell that to make 500 quid. Or 400, sorry, 500 is exaggerating. 300, call it, 400 or whatever. So yeah, I mean, that really kind of got me thinking, and I'm like, I don't do much else. I don't do stuff. Um, you know, um, you don't use your i9 either to sell that. Hey, I'm using my i9 right now to stream. Okay, my i9 is being used. Um, the chat has got derailed with RC chat. Let's get back to the important stuff. So you're gonna dress up as a Spice Girlsy. Oh, when I need time to think about it, my initial response is I don't think I can. I hate to say it. I think my initial response is, as appealing as it is, because it is appealing. I don't know, man. I think at the moment it would have to be a no, unfortunately. Um, you don't need to resell everything. If you want them and get them cheaper, result, just don't. Exactly. I'm not. It's not like I'm going out and buying these. Like some people will pay a lot of money for these things. Um, I feel like, yeah, exactly. I understand what you're saying. Um, yeah, I'm not overspending. Can we see the listing for it? I3 will do this now. Waste. I9 is. Z, if you like them, keep them. They bring you joy. Exactly. Dress as Mel B, I'll give you. No thanks. Set a hard limit. 10's your limit. Any more, you have to sell one. Yeah. Then yeah, exactly. I think that's a good point. I think 10 is enough. 10 is. Some of these are not going anywhere. Like for example, a couple of them are actually from a guy called Dave Weeks who used to comment in the chat, and he still comments every now and then on the videos. And Dave like sent me two really nice RCs, and I'm never just out of the kindness of people, like as a thank you for like the videos and the reselling stuff and whatever. And I'm never gonna sell that, and then there's a couple which my dad gave me as well. I can't do that. um so that's just how you know that's how I feel. £500 could add up, and that can get your foot on the property ladder. What is worth more? F your joy. Yes, they will increase in value, Lex. They will increase in value. They won't go down. They're not depreciating their assets. Um, but yeah, like, so we're doing used stuff in the shop as well. So that's now on the website too. So that's really cool. So I'm definitely not going to stop buying. It means that the stuff I'm buying at the car boot now has more like more platforms to sell on. Anyway, this chat has gone crazy, like as in terms of derail. Show us what Dad gave you. It's just an RC car. It's just like it's a nice little RC car he gave me. It's an associated TC3. It's a really nice little 10th scale, very powerful. It might not look like a lot, but it's really good. I'll quickly show it to you, and then we'll call it the end. Right, hold on. It might not look like a lot, but this is also a vintage. This is also a vintage RC now. I mean, this isn't worth a huge amount. Probably about 150 for this one, but it will only go up. And this one might be worth a bit more because it's got some really good electronics in it. Like my dad put some really nice stuff in here. So very simple, very simple. TC3, a team associated, but he's got a really beastly motor in there, brushless motor, and a really nice speed controller as well. So yeah, this is a really nice RC, and it's in excellent condition. And again, my dad gave it to me. You know, he's in Pakistan right now. You know, I miss him, and you know, I'm not gonna. He gave me this. He actually gave it to me to sell. He was like, "Oh, you can sell this. I don't do all this anymore." You know, and I'm like, "No, I'm not. I can't." You know. He said he gave it to me. I'm just gonna keep it. And my dad gave it to me. You know. So yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's beautiful. My dad did all the I just like having it. I just like having it. It's a nice car. It's a nice car. You know, I'm not even gonna run this. You know, like I'm not gonna smash it up or anything. This is, you know, it's just nice when you get something like that. So yeah. Okay, put the body clips in as well. So yeah, I like having things like this. Sentimental. Yeah, it's a keeper for life, this one. It's a keeper for life, 100%. I know he gave it to me with the intention of me selling it, but you know, he made this, and he loves the hobby as well, you know? He loves the hobby. So, I've no idea about RC, but I appreciate the workmanship. Yeah, it's really good workmanship. It really is. So, but Team Associated are like a racing brand. So yeah, the Associated are a really good brand. Is there a cap on the power for the battery for Dad's one? No, there isn't. Some things are worth more than money. Sadly, the here. Thanks. Oh, hey Tommy, how are you? Hey, no money, G. It's lovely, isn't it? It's lovely. I really like it. You know, I love my RC. Do you do the fast? No, I don't, Tommy. I don't do the fast. I don't like Fast and Furious that much, if I'm honest. I'm not a big fan of the movie series. Does that still do it? No, he gave me this. This is the thing. Like he used to do it. He tried to get into it again, and he gave me this. So like, you know, it's one of those things. He gave me it because he's like, you know, he's like I said, he's off. He's in Pakistan at the moment with my mum. And you know, he's now getting a bit older. It's hot, you know, he doesn't get the same. You know, he's not going out running these things, and so he's like he made it up, and that was it. So, right, I think on that note, I hope Beck doesn't see this anyway. Question: how before you go, how do you feel having more money in your RC car than the Honda CR-V? Ryan, if I'm honest, it hurts. I do feel like my priorities are a bit skew-with. I do want to get like a newer car than the 2002 Honda, but I don't know, man. I can't at the moment. Priorities, you know, like I suppose I could get a newer car by selling these RCs, but no. The car battery is fine, Dave. We did a jump start, and it's working fine. Although my car battery's got corrosion all around the terminals, but it's fine. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for having a laugh. I really do appreciate it. It's cheered me up. Beck will hopefully be back next week on the chat. Hopefully she'll be feeling a lot better. But thank you for popping in, guys. Really appreciate it, and enjoy your evening. Hope you have, I don't deserve that. I hope you guys have a really good weekend of car boots, if you've still got car boots. So yes, I'll see you guys later.